Hello, dear soul. Welcome back to SoulScript. Tonight, let the candlelight soften the room and your mind as we wander into a tale of kindness, laughter, and unexpected fortune. This is a story where generosity opens doors, and even the simplest among us may stumble upon golden wonders. So, close your eyes, rest your spirit, and drift with me. Tonight's story is The Golden Goose by the Brothers Grimm. There was once a man who had 3 sons, the youngest of whom was called the Simpleton. He was laughed at and neglected by everyone. One day, the eldest son wished to go into the forest to cut wood. His mother gave him a fine pancake and a flask of wine. Along the way, he met a little old gray man who begged for food and drink. But the youth refused, saying, "Why should I give you what I need for myself?" And soon after, while chopping wood, he struck his own arm and had to return home in pain. The second son went next with the same food and drink. He too met the gray man, and he too refused to share. He struck his leg with the axe and also had to return home in pain. At last, the simpleton asked to go. His father doubted him, but at last allowed it. His mother gave him only a cake baked in ashes and a flask of sour beer. In the forest, the little old gray man again appeared, asking for a share. The simpleton said, "I have only this poor cake and sour beer, but if you will, let us sit and share together." And as he spoke, the cake turned into a rich pancake and the beer into fine wine. They ate together, and the old man said, "Because you have a kind heart, I will bestow good fortune upon you. Fell that tree, and you will find something at its roots." When the simpleton cut down the tree, he found a goose with feathers of pure gold. He carried it to an inn to rest. The innkeeper's daughters, eager to pluck a golden feather, each tried to touch the goose, but one by one they became stuck fast, clinging to it. The next morning, the simpleton carried the goose away, and the 3 girls were forced to follow. On the way, a parson scolded them and tried to free them, but he too was caught. Then came the sexton, and then 2 peasants, until 7 people followed the goose in a long, strange chain. When they entered the town, the king's daughter, who had never once laughed, saw them, At the sight of 7 people running in a line after a goose, she burst into laughter and could not stop. The king had promised her hand in marriage to whomever could make her laugh. The simpleton claimed his prize, but the king did not want such a son-in-law. He set impossible tasks. A man who could drink a whole cellar of wine. A man who could eat a mountain of bread. And finally, a ship that could sail on land and water. With the help of the little gray man, each task was fulfilled. And so, the simpleton married the princess, inherited the kingdom, and lived long and happily with his golden goose. And so, dear soul, remember, kindness, even in the smallest measure, can unlock doors to fortune and joy. May this tale of laughter and golden feathers carry you gently into rest. Good night from SoulScript.